You're listening to Naptown Buzz, your source for all things Indy.
Hey there, Naptown. What's up? It is Thursday, February 2nd, 2017, and we're buzzing about all kinds of things here in the Circle City today. Yeah, I might sound a little more jacked up than usual here. I think I'm still on a sugar high from yesterday. Went to lunch at a place called the Lit Moose. Actually went there to try out their desserts. It was up there in West Clay, Villages of West Clay, if you've not been up there. Big fancy neighborhood. Anyway, if you've been up there, you know that they have little restaurant shops, all kinds of stuff. Mostly pizza joints, it look like to me now. But anyway, this Lit Moose opened up in the fall. They have seasonal menus. Look pretty good. I mean, there's sandwiches and steaks and anything. I mean, all kinds of stuff. But anyway, talking to the chef, they don't serve a lot of desserts. They're like, yeah, people from the neighborhood come in here and they'll, eat dinner. He said sometimes even 4 times a week, which is amazing. Because a place like that, you're not going to have folks just, oh, look, there's a restaurant, because it's in the neighborhood. Anyway, to get what we were doing up there, Devour Indy, which was formerly Devour Downtown, Northside Nights, Chowdown Midtown. All those are in one big event now. So we were up there, and guy said, a lot of people don't order desserts. He said, they offer 2, I think he said chocolate cake and like chocolate cheesecake or something. So he was very excited, the chef, and all his kitchen help. They were super, super excited about Devour Indy getting able to try out all these different dessert menus. So, of course, they made things that were a whole lot different. The first one, it was a bacon bread pudding with whiskey sauce on it, and looked like it must have been like salmon caviar. I know some people are like, oh God, caviar. It wasn't bad, folks. It actually tasted good. Then he did a bananas Foster type dessert that had it was actually made with plantains. He came out with another one that was some lemon meringue with some ice cream. That was great too. Then he's like, wait, we got another one for you. Brought out, it was a pear dish, so sliced pears that they had baked like all night, and he had put some, I know he said anise and some blood orange and some other stuff on it, so it had some flavor to it other than just the pear. But what I was really impressed about with this, he also made a bread to go with it out of parsnips. Those of you that don't know what a parsnip is, looks sort of like a carrot, but it's it's a tuber along the lines of potatoes. So often you'll do neeps or whatever. You're mixing parsnips and mashed potatoes, mashing it all up. But he turned it into a bread. That was tasty. And this all coming from a guy who doesn't really eat a whole lot of sweet, because it gets me jacked up. And then I will crash hard. No fun. Hey, dude, you were all wired a minute ago. Why are you sleeping? Sugar. Anyway, if you haven't been following along, we've been doing Devour Indy all over the place. Oh my gosh, how many? I've probably been to at least a dozen different restaurants in the last 2 weeks. It's nuts. We've got video of all this stuff up on YouTube. You got to check it out. That's over on the Naptown Vlogs channel. One related, we got on the handlebar. If you haven't seen these, there's like the handlebar, the pickled peddler. Oh, there's a couple others, but basically these bikes were huge bikes. You get like 12, 14 people on them, and you pedal around to basically a bar crawl is the idea. You don't serve drinks on it, but so we got on that. I don't see that as being a good idea at all if you've been drinking, but that was quite a workout. It was fun. It was cold outside because it was January when we did that. And I was sweating. Like, what the heck's up with that? But I encourage you guys, go to our YouTube, to the Naptown Blogs, and watch some of those videos. I still have a few more to post up. Great restaurants all over town. I've only hit a couple of them on these videos. I mean, there are, I think they said over 200 restaurants. The one I can't wait to get this video up is over near my old hood, close to the track there, 38th Street, West 38th Street, near Lafayette Square area. It's, oh my gosh, so much ethnic food. Went to a place that has their soft opening this weekend. I'm not even going to try to pronounce this stuff because I know I'm going to get it wrong, but it's like al round. But basically, his Middle Eastern food. I think the guy said he was from Yemen, and the food. It's like Morocco. If you guys have ever been to Epcot, it's like eating at Morocco. So it's sort of that mix, almost Greek. I don't know. There's lamb and chicken and rice and cucumbers. So it's sort of like that Greek, Middle Eastern. If you haven't had it, I highly recommend trying this. This was awesome. Then there was another restaurant over there we went to. I've been wanting to go for years. I don't know why we had never been, but it's a little Ethiopian restaurant. Oh my gosh. That was awesome. So much flavor. There was some spice in the food. Oh, you'll just have to watch the video. That was great. It's pretty funny. Husband and wife that own the place. We're sitting there. They bring out this big, big platter with this like spongy bread. It's like almost like it's like a crepe, like the really thin pancakes. It was like the crepe, but it was spongy, like airy. I was like, okay. And then we're just looking at her like, okay, you got silverware or plates? And she said, you don't know how to eat with your fingers? It's like, oh, okay. So that is the culture. You eat. You pick up this bread, you eat with your fingers. No one is going to be mad if you do that. And boy, I tell you, it was good. And I think what amazed me even more about this place, she roasted coffee beans right there in front of you over a hot plate. Then they ground them and brewed them. They just poured it into a cup, like just a super strong black. They mixed it, I think they mixed it with a little sugar it tasted like, but it's pretty much a straight black coffee with sugar. I have never had coffee taste like that. It was amazing. It's probably what fresh food tastes like because, the beans we have are probably stale that I have up there from the store. That was just fantastic, guys. Check it out. That one's called I know I'll say this wrong, Abyssinia. I'll put it in the show notes. Tell you guys where to go. These are both on 38th Street. First place I was talking about is in the Old Country Buffet. That's funny. The old Country Buffet spot. The other one is, if you guys know where the Best Buy used to be on 38th Street, it's in that little strip there with Mr. Giro. There's the Japanese, what's the Japanese steak? It's only Japanese steak house around there, but it's in that same little strip. So check those out. And our final one we went to, of course I'd been to this before because I love Indian food, the India Palace there. They are actually under new ownership and are doing some big party coming up here soon. So I'd get on their Facebook and Twitter, watch for news about that, but it was going to be like a whole day of free events and stuff there. So go check out Devour Indy. We have posts on our site about it. Of course, you can go to devourindy.com, I believe is what their website is. They're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff. Tell them Naptown Buzz sent ya. And then, of course, we have a ton of IndyCar news. Season's about to get here. Signings are being announced. Sponsors are being announced. 101 days to the race, guys. 101. Yes. I'll let you guys go to the website to read all that stuff because I still have more to post and it just keeps coming in. It'd probably be a lot easier if you just skim through the IndyCar section under sports on NaptownBuzz.com. Then, of course, the elephant in the room today, the big news. Out of nowhere, Indianapolis Colts punter Pat McAfee retired. He retired to join... See, I'm not up with TV since I don't watch TV a lot. I'm too busy running around doing stuff, doing our own content. There's something called Barstool Sports that apparently has something to do with Comedy Central, from what I'm gathering. But anyway, Pat is joining that because, if you recall, he got elected to the Pro Bowl, but then he's got knee surgery coming up, his third knee surgery. Guy's only 29, but he decided to hang up his cleats and join us Barstool Sports. Now, see, originally they wanted him to move on out to, I think it's New York is where they are. Pat's like, boys, I am not moving to New York. He loves Indy so much because of all that's happened to him. He posted a big, long letter on Twitter about all of this. Just as his parents even moved to Indy and they're running a business now. He wants to stay in Indy, so they agreed to build him a TV radio studio. He says downtown Indianapolis. So I don't know if he's going to be on the circle or where he's going to be, but he said in the center of downtown they built him they're going to build him a studio and everything, and he's going to broadcast right from here in Indianapolis. So Pat is not going anywhere. He's sticking around. He says he's a Hoosier for life, so that's the big news there. Of course, I've tried to get Pat on here before. Some of you know the story, some of you don't. I'll post a blog post about it because I don't really like to harp on it, but early on, we'll just say we butted heads a little bit, and it was unintentional due to Twitter, but never really been able to get Pat on here. I mean, I've been able to sneak in a few clips here and there, like whenever Pat's out at the racetrack, but that's it. No, we're still going to be supporting what he's doing. That's very cool, bringing all this focus here in Indy. Colts are going to miss you, though, dude. And in other Colts news, I know if you guys follow on Twitter, you hear me rambling on about this stuff all the time. You're probably like, shut up. I don't want to hear about it. Anyway, the way stuff's set up nowadays for media, press, whatever you want to call it, you get pitched nonstop. Basically, usually starts rolling in about 9 o'clock in the morning. Usually starts trailing off about 3 in the afternoon. But you get PR pitches all day long. You get invites to events all day long. Like, it's not even around here. Like, be an event in California or, an art gallery in New York or some little club thing in Miami. You get all this stuff thrown at you to your general news feed, right? So obviously, a lot of this stuff doesn't pertain to what we're doing here at all, but I'll just click through and okay, whatever. Well, we got one. Guess it was actually, you see, today is Thursday. We got it on Tuesday. I got this invite because I've been getting all these Super Bowl type invites, which, as you saw me on Twitter, I find hilarious. We got invited to 0 party events, during the Super Bowl that we held in Indianapolis. But ever since then, everyone outside of here we get invites to. But anyway, I'm sitting there, I got all these invites going through stuff. Well, one of the invites is for an event that takes place tomorrow on Friday in Houston. Obviously, I'm not going to be in Houston. So, PR people, they do what they call B-roll. They'll provide you basically pictures, video, and if you're lucky, audio clips, which is a whole lot easier for if I wanted to do a voiceover piece or if I wanted to put it in the podcast, I can grab that audio, throw it in there. But a lot of places don't do the audio. But anyway, this guy's like, yeah, after the event, so this will be tomorrow. Not sure when you're listening to this, but from now, it'll be tomorrow. He said, we're going to put the footage in here. You guys can grab it in this Dropbox. Oh, guys, I'm going to let you hear it. That's another rant right there. These stupid card services people. Are you guys getting these calls? Card services, some auto warranty scam. And we've even been getting some strange one that is, they were wanting to sell us like apps, like, phone apps. We'll make you a phone app. And these other people like, oh, we'll give you SEO. We'll give you all the SEO. We'll play one of these real quick for you. I'll get back to my thought there. But let's see. Here's a card services one from earlier.
Current accounts. There's no problems currently with your accounts. It is urgent, however, that you contact us concerning your eligibility for lowering your interest rates to as little as 6.9%. Your eligibility expires shortly, so please consider this your final notice. please press 1.
Do you guys get those stupid things? Oh my God, the last couple months. I mean, I used to get these, once or twice a month. But the last 2 months, these guys are just crazy through the roof. And then there's like the auto warranty one, which sometimes it's a guy, sometimes it's a lady.
Calling from the dealer processing department regarding your vehicle's warranty. We sent you a final notice in the mail letting you know that your warranty has expired, and this is a final courtesy call to renew the...
Lady doesn't know what courtesy is. Yes, these folks have sent stuff in the mail. I have seen stuff in the mail. I have not had a car warranty for probably 5-6 years. I prefer to get a car paid off, run it into the ground, and then buy a new one. So, I don't have one. Heck, I don't even use credit cards. Leave me alone. Anyway, off that rant, back to, what was I talking about? Oh, the Houston deal. The guy said, the PR guy, he's like, we'll put this stuff in, you can grab it after the fact. It was basically just an invite with a couple paragraphs explaining what the event was, when it was, where it was, who to RSVP to. So I thought, okay, cool, I'll mark that and I'll post this, Friday night, Saturday morning or something after the event. Apparently, not a lot of other folks got this email. I find the case with a lot of, not really entertainment, but this wouldn't typically fall under the sports folks, what they're told to cover. This stuff happens to me at the track. Like, I got invited to do a one-on-one a few years ago with Larry the Cable Guy, which that video's up on YouTube if you want to watch that. But no one else even knew he was coming, and then they announced it a few days later, and it's big news, look, Larry the Cable Guy's coming. It's like, I knew that last week. Like, sometimes PR folks will do what they call an embargo. All big, this is embargoed, you can't talk about this until X date and time. So I went back and looked at this one I got, a couple days ago, and it wasn't embargoed, but no one in Indy is going to be down there, because our audience is here. So like, screw it, I'm not going to post it. I'm just going to wait. Well, then, yesterday afternoon, I see TMZ breaking. Adam Vinatieri is going to go for a Guinness World Record kick Friday in Houston. Is at the NFL Fan Experience. So I saw that. I'm like, they had no information. It was just that he was going to do it. So I was like, screw it. I'll post a post up. I'll go back, Friday, Saturday, add the photo and everything to it. It's like, man, I'm kicking myself for not posting that the day before, right? Because apparently no one knew about it. Which I'm sure they knew, they just didn't look at it. It probably got lost in that inbox like I was telling you about. So anyway, I'm like, okay, I'm going to post this. I know no one else has this up. I didn't see anybody else posting it. So I'm like, I'm going to get this out there. We'll put a couple tweets up, put it on Facebook. We'll probably get, maybe 1,000 or so hits off of it is what I was figuring. Which, for a new post we do, that's a lot. Because as I said, we're mostly local based, and if it's not something like, if it's a game post, Gen Con type stuff, or if it's an IndyCar, Indy 500 post, we'll get a lot of traffic from that, because not a whole lot of other people are covering that stuff. And that's, global, not just here local. But anyway, I put that post up. I wake up this morning, I check our traffic stats every day to see how we're doing, what post we're performing. Guys, saw all these links coming in from a site, the Bleacher Report, which if you're into sports, you probably know what this is, but it's basically like a big sport network news site, right? So I look at the stats. We got just overnight 25,000 hits to this Adam Vinatieri post, which for our traffic, that is huge. This is 25,000 unique people visited that. As I said, typical post, if it's a good post, it'll get, 1,000 or 2 in the first month. It's not super great traffic. Not bad either, but I was floored. Our first post here gone viral, and next week we're going to celebrate 7 years of Naptown Buzz. So that is very cool. I'm quite excited about that. Luckily, our server stayed up. The traffic did not knock it out. Still seeing traffic come through that post now, so we'll get that up. I'm already running over 20 minutes here, so I will stop rambling on, get you guys a podcast. Oh, I'll probably wait until after the Super Bowl, which, of course, you know, that's going on this week. Check out the blog. We got all kinds of news. Check out the Inner Buzz. If you go NaptownBuzz/Inner/2017 or all the menus, as I mentioned last podcast, it's all linked together. Go check that out. We're posting every day. Follow us on Twitter. Set it up today to start posting this stuff on Google Plus as well. I know a few of you love the Google Plus, so if you are there, tell us how you like that. We're putting out probably a good 15 to 20 new posts a day right now. Kind of crazy. That is all. We will catch you next time. You guys have an excellent weekend. Root against the Patriots. If you go to a party, if you drink, do not drive, guys. Get a DD or crash at your friend's house. Call into work, whatever you got to do. We want to see you guys on Monday. You hear me? Catch you later. Well, that's all we have for this episode of Naptown Buzz. Get a hold of us, naptownbuzz@gmail.com, @NaptownBuzz on Twitter. You can get a hold of us on Facebook. Call the Buzz line, leave a message, 317-891-4627, or send us some snail mail, Surge Bucket Media, P.O. Box 39178, Indianapolis, Indiana, 46239. We look forward to hearing from you.